Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. I'm going to speak right off the cuff, and I'm not going to have any notes or nothing like that. I'm going to come genuine with you. So, today, I want to talk to y'all about love. Because it's a lot of different things, it's a lot of different ways you can look at the word love. It's a lot of emphasis that a lot of people put on that word love. Like, say, I love PlayStation. I love my car. That's putting love into materialistic things. But what I want to come to you today about is speaking about the core principles of love and where love should have originally started from in regards to where you got it and where you developed it from. So, love, there's two things that I like to attribute to love. Love cannot be uncertain. You cannot be unsure about love. Love can't be forced. And then love has to be pure. So, when we talk about uncertainty with love, I mean, given things that, life puts us through, death, financial situations, infidelity, temptation, all of that. Those are some of the things that makes love become tangible, make it become uncertain in the eyes of some. Love becomes very shallow at that point. But I want to come to you and tell you about the core, fundamental thing about love. Love should have started at the core principle of family. Mother, father, sister, brother. So parents show love, unconditional agape love, always. They start from when you were a baby. They held you so much. They gave you that nurturing love that you felt almost instantaneously from parent to son or daughter. That love is the tightest knit love you can ever find. You know they love you by both of what they say and what they do for you. As you get a little older, you start to see how your parents interact with each other. I like to call that offshore / third party love. As you sit down and you see how your parents interact with each other, you get a glimpse on how love's supposed to be transferred from one to another when they're in love, correct? But say you didn't have that foundation that was set up from mother to father, and say that you didn't see it on the daily, or there's always stipulations and negative energy in your household, that love was not particularly shown and that it can be snatched away. That type of core foundational love is not implanted in your heart. It's not implanted in you. Therefore, you won't have that core foundational love to lean on when things in life get to you. That's the second one. So the first one is parental love, the agape, unmatched love that will always be there for you. Then you got the third party love, the love that you see your parents show each other. Yes, as a child, you may think it's nasty, and when you see your parents interact with each other. But as you grow older, you see like, man, my parents had a strong love. So that's number 2. Number 3 is sibling, brotherly, sisterly love. Now, that can also come into play when you're talking about parental love, but sibling love should be just a little bit stronger because y'all have the same blood, first off. Secondly, is because you grew up with this person. Y'all been through many battles, y'all fought, y'all took up for each other, y'all form a tight-knit bond between y'all when it comes to your parents. So that type of love should have been rock solid. Like, nothing can break this bond. Nothing can break this love between you and your sibling. That's the third pillar of love. Parental love, third-party love, when you see how your parents interact with each other, and then your sibling bonding time and love. But most importantly, when we're talking about getting that core foundational love, is the love that you find within yourself. The love that you would want oozing out of you when you look at that person that's looking in the mirror, which is looking back at you, your star player, your person. That's the most important love that there is, Why? Because once you know how to love yourself, once you know that no one can love you like you do, then you have found the golden ticket. Self-love is the best love. Again, I'm speaking on the core, foundational pieces of love from where it should have started from. Now, say your home was broken, like mine. You grew up in foster care, like me. You was moving from home to home, like me. And then when you got back with your family was just so dysfunctional, so irate, so dramatical, that you don't even find that love that you can lean on. You can't even find that love for yourself because of your family's inconsistency with love. Then where are you supposed to find love? Where are you supposed to look for those signs of like, okay, this is how love looks. This is how love feels. This is how love is. When I'm truly getting love or when I'm truly giving love. This is how love's supposed to be. Where would you find it? Where do you find it? I got you. I got the answer. You find it in the least places that you need to find it. You're seeking it. You're seeking it. You're seeking it. Even though you don't feel like you're seeking it, but you're seeking for this higher level of love. You're seeking for this higher level of acceptance. You're seeking for someone to show you how love's supposed to be, how love's supposed to feel, and how you're supposed to love somebody. But you never get it. Then what happens? You start having your own ideas, your own images of how love's supposed to be. You start looking at TV. You start looking at your peers. You start looking at the older people. One thing about the older people, though, their type of love was so genuine, so true, that most of them was able to withstand everything that life threw at them. And that's where you get the 60, the 50, the 40, the 30 years of marriage. That's where you get those types of strong knit bonds where You get the old grumpy couple that been together so long that they could just throw shots at each other, and then they still are able to go to bed at night and still get up in the morning. Why? Because they have that core foundational love right there. But that core foundational love had to start from somewhere. And where the love supposed to start and the charity supposed to start was at home. But say you never got that. You never felt that. You never had someone to love you like that. Like I said, you got to develop your love from somewhere. You got to figure it out yourself. The core foundational points of love: self-love, parental love, aka agape, sibling love, and we're going to talk about family love. Family love is the wrap around it all, the force field where nothing should be able to penetrate into that circle. Nothing should be able to leak out of that circle. But that type of love feeds off of the individual love that is within the individual person, and collectively they come together. And it's just such a beautiful thing when you see a family that is very much in love with each other. Because you see the Sunday gatherings, you see the family reunions are not just for show, but it's for genuality, because they love each other and they love to be around each other's company. Family love is the whole ball. But you have self-love, parental love, sibling love, and then you have the whole thing. Love can't be uncertain. Love can't be unsure. But love has to be pure. Because if it's not, you will find out eventually. And it will hurt so bad when you feel like you genuinely love someone and they don't feel the same way. I'm talking about relationship now. But in order to have a genuine type of love, in order to have a foundation surrounded and entrenched in love, then it had to be instilled in you from a very young age. Love conquers all. That's why we have a lot of things that's going on in the communities, in the world, because there's no love out there. When you lose love, you see what you got. You just look out into the world, because there's no love. Core love. That's the true love that you need within yourself first. Because if you love yourself and you got that true core genuine love, then you will know how to love somebody else. You will know and you will feel when your family loves you. But I'm going to show you. I want you to look into the mirror, which I am. And I want you to say these affirmations to yourself each and every day. I love myself. I am in love with myself. But if you can't get up to that far, then you should find something in there that you can love about yourself until you can love your whole self. Say, I love my eyes. I love the way my cheeks are. I love my gap in my mouth. But it's something that you got to love about yourself first before you can love yourself entirely. Because myself, I didn't love myself. Sometimes I still don't love myself for the way I am. But if I don't love myself, how can I expect somebody else to love me? That core foundational love was not put into me, instilled in me where I needed to. And now those people are gone. I don't have my mother. I don't have my grandmother. I don't have my aunt. I have other ones, but our family is just so dysfunctional right now. Our family is just not in one equal yoke right now. It's just all over the place. Whose fault is it? I have no idea. I take a lot of pride in my family. I take a lot of ownership, and I take a lot of fault in how my family are. Because once you do that, then you can find a solution. Because with no solution, we're going to be sinking. Core love, that core foundational love. Take heed. This is Gregory. Thank you for checking with me. I'll be coming back to you.